kiln opening today. In today's video, a normal one. I'm Jeffrey Rogue Kohut. This is my potter's journal for the cool days of fall. I am so happy. I have got an order of 400 wedding cups behind me. In the process of that, I had an order from another business. I had a number of special requests and getting ready for some fall shows. Maybe finally Brute is learning to bark like my old Ralph, who I really miss. But okay, in today's kiln load, what is it? There's usually a theme. There's some slip trailing in there, I know. I actually fired it a week ago, so I kind of forget. I think we looked at how I stacked it, and surprise. Okay, let's see what's in the kiln today. Some cool days now. It's nice to have a little heat again in the morning for a kiln unload. Where do we start? I want to start here, but let's take this in a logical order with the olive oil jars. Just the sea mist on them. That's the only glaze. Just one glaze. And let's see, we will grab, I am down to the last 2 corks. I am actually selling more of these than I've expected. I've only made them a dozen at a time in a couple sizes, but I'm going to have to start turning this into more of a production item. Because maybe I'm selling them too cheaply. And here's what happens when the glaze is real thick, and here thin enough so you can see the black slip underneath. A little different style on the wavy, kind of not quite, but maybe almost the Winchcombe pottery style. So that's why I think distinguishable. I should stay with my own wavy. But here's the difference with the glaze thick and thin. And this is a little salt cellar. I need more of these because it's a nice, inexpensive little item. And I often, I display them with these, the little miniature version of the salt pig. So people may pick this up and, oh, it's so beautiful, and not like the price. And somehow they think when they're buying this, they're buying the same thing. So these little salt cellars too, great for putting little packets of sugar in, or though instead of throwing out when you get plastic forks, napkins, and salt in a takeaway thing, tuck the little salt packets or sugar packets in here. Or good for tea too. I'm doing old economy festivals, both fall and Christmas this year. So historic, Pennsylvania style sgraffito there. And actually this picture is the old economy historic village west of Pittsburgh and Ambridge, Christoph Weber picture. Now, his and so many historic pieces have the white slip only on the inside and stopping on the rim. That's just not my style. So, my historic pieces are his interpretations. His were also the extruded handle that I can't do. I only know how to make a pulled handle, so I did a video on that last summer, and the Christoph Weber pots. How did I sign this? Okay, I signed it Kohut after Weber 2024, and with the beaded foot like he and other potteries did at that time period. Oh wow, look at this. This white slip is dipped on here. Okay, to the incised lines, go around there, banded, and the slip picks up in there. So that's just something that happened, but that could be used, to good effect. Now, here we go, and a little plate. And these designs are kind of Pennsylvania slipware inspired English slipware, but this one also Moravian, known, I guess, in the South more than here. And speaking of Old Economy Village, fortunate that somebody there asked me, said, do you do plates? And you should do plates. And I always think of them stacking up, one on top of the other, perfect for convenience in the kitchen, but no, it was a collection. And he was looking for something different, even them not to be the same and different. So this has got the black slip, both banded and trailed, and this is the sea mist, which is not really a transparent glaze, but if I use it thin enough, it broke over here. But yeah, very good. And okay, we didn't catch or do any chips on there. Okay, and here's why I did the other stuff first on the opening, that we have on this side a stack of these. That I only had so many tall pieces, so they went over here, and we've got a stack of these over there. And here I used my green glaze. It was brushed on here and here. And then I did the banding of a black slip there, and with the design in the middle. But here, this is white on white. We have the brushed on white on the plate, and then the banded, slip trailed, wavy there on top of it. So we've got, yeah, works quite well. The white on white. Who would have thought? And I'm calling this my snowflake tulip pattern. The tulip pattern, okay, so prevalent in pottery from everywhere due to tulipomania from the Dutch. But both the snowflake and this pattern, okay, I haven't seen anywhere else, so I'm calling it my interpretation, or mine. Oh, what is that? We've got, it looks like a pretzel. Where did that come from? That doesn't happen for me. It was sitting right here. So, did it happen beforehand, or when I was putting the shelf in? It was a half shelf that hadn't been used. Maybe there was something stuck to the shelf that came loose on there. So, very unfortunate. I'm not even sure I want that. These little posts that came with a kiln are nice because I can do ½ inches as opposed to the posts that are mostly inches. Oh, okay, here we got, we're getting a little warmer. The white on white, and just the white slip on the inside. And my, that's fun to say, my tulip snowflake pattern. Although it's not a snowflake pattern here. And depending on your mood of the day and how the slip flows through the squeegee, each one comes out different. Like snowflakes. Oh no. Okay, yeah, so we've got the black slip on. I think the black slip does need to be on the white slip, but the white slip is fine on my hazelnut dark body from Standard Ceramics, and I often put wide stuff on little stilts, but it didn't catch during the shrinking and expanding process in the firing. So these were fun to do. I gave him a price relatively good because it's the kind of thing I want to do, and I don't have the market for it. And it's the kind of thing I do and just drag from show to show and never hardly sell. So I'm going to go back through these again. So the white on black, and the black on the white, and okay, yeah. Okay, these were fun to do. And I think the big ones, I think the big ones are sold. So, yeah, no, a nice price for him so that I can make them and see them go out the door as opposed to doing something I want for myself and dragging it to a dozen shows, and sometimes breaking it. But they have gone for some bigger things too, at the farm market. Oh, I was going to say I don't know what's on the next shelf. I forget, but oh no! No, 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 no! The summer's 400 wedding cups have come back to haunt me. How could they still be in here? Oh, well, of the 400, I was 10 short. I was 10 short, and after the wedding, they said, okay, can you make us those 10? So here we go again. Oh, and you know, this is what I wanted. This is what I wanted them all to be. Oh, this one just randomly picked out of here. This is what I wanted them all to be. I don't know if it's the way this new kiln, I finally got a schedule for its firing and bringing it up and finishing it, or it's a new batch of the sea mist glaze I picked up, but so, okay, Sunitha, if you're watching, this is what I wanted for your daughter, for all of them. But you know, in the process of seeing the way the others turned out in the different firings, there were things I admired, okay, about all of them. And here's still some of this was one of the first ideas we were going to do. I'm real happy with the way, I don't know, either this batch of the sea mist or this kiln firing. It's, I don't know, it's the way it takes up the heat and finishes it differently than the other, because it seems like the firings are taking roughly the same amount of time, so we're spending more of the right time at the right temperature. And what else is in here? Oh, okay. Something either, I'm not sure, yet to come for this fall. Yet to come will be our reindeer again for Christmas. Or maybe I will do Pennsylvania whitetail for a larger period of marketing on the little plates. And here is the one that will be worth the money someday. I don't have to do these intentionally. When you do, 30 of these or so at a time, occasionally one does come out that way. So, yeah, you don't have to do it intentionally to have the one of higher value. And another of the salt cellars. This one's a little smaller. This one's, okay, the adorable factor comes into it. That I have this and one that's a little size up, and I put them at the same price because they're the same amount of time, same amount of space in the kiln, more or less, and the same amount of clay. And then there is the adorable factor that always increases the value. Oh, this has been sitting here since last Christmas. I don't know, look at my Queen Anne's lace. So keep working on a design and developing it until you get to the point where you can call it my Queen Anne's lace, surrounded by the tulips. This is mostly trailed on here. This is combed through here when it was wet, and the rest is all trailed on with the squeegee. That's not easy to do. I am a big fan of Hannah McAndrews, and just in awe of what she does. But maybe I'll be able to pick this up a little bit too. Okay, so I wish I could find a market for these. It's an awful thing to have to do. Something you put off and off, because to get two handles to match, or if they don't, to look like they both belong, is quite a feat. But, and I can't believe this wasn't fired. That this has been sitting here since last Christmas. I wish I could figure out how to sell more of these. I'm going to make them again this year, and actually I think I did sell last year's. So, yeah. I need to stay away from calling them tigs or posset pots, but wassailing cups or loving cups is my best marketing strategy, I think. How could I forget what was in this kiln? How could I forget? This is an order. This is an order. Oh, wow. Perfect. Only one glaze on here. Some lines for it to break in. It's, okay, unless you're able to get top market for them. It's a good way to go. Simple, plain, country pottery has been made that way. You're not supposed to see the bowl. It's supposed to be filled with peaches in the summer, with apples in the fall. Okay, it's supposed to be filled. You're not supposed to see the bowl. Except for the wavy edges, and they stand out. Okay, here we go. We need either we're 8. Oh, what a relief. 9 and 10. With no S cracks on the bottom. I did it! Because I've got them covered up in case I needed any more to put the monograms on. So now I could just glaze and fire them plain. But, okay, so a happy ending here. The last 2! And you see what I had underneath that wavy bowl. There's stilts that were holding up the bowl so that it didn't catch on the bottom of the kiln and chip, you know, as it shrinks and contracts. And underneath it, I have, oh, and the only things that didn't come out nice in this firing, that's my dark clay body. The only things that didn't, well, maybe it's just that one. It might have been, you know what, it might have been a bit cool underneath that heavy pot, that it might have really soaked up the heat. Interesting. Because when this is a new kiln, and when I did the first blank firing to mature or develop a patina or whatever on the elements, it fired so fast. I thought there's something wrong with this kiln. It's just going up too quick, but I think it was empty because, you know, the firing after that went cool. And, you know, these were, oh, wow. One ran and one didn't. Maybe it's how far I dipped it, but this is, there's a trail of black slip around there. And it doesn't show through at all. And it looks like it stopped the glaze from running there. But, okay, just a couple of mugs. So this is a fun kiln opening. A lot of different stuff, some things I needed. Yeah, this was fun. Oh, the wedding cups. Okay, the double bowls, an order for 3 of them. Somebody's going to give them as Christmas gifts. I'm going to fire, I think I have one of each size laying around the studio, medium, large, and extra large. So I'll show her what sizes, see what size she wants. Maybe she'll take 3 different sizes for who she likes best. Okay. Got a lot of fall stuff in line. Some of it's already started, so I'll work those into the next few videos. And, oh, I love a dog that could bark, and Ralph could bark all night long. I finally hear Brute doing a little bit of barking. It's probably at a millipede and not really a chippermunk. But maybe we'll close out the video with him. Okay, stop back and see what's going on in the studio next week.